Good morning, 9:30 Eastern Daylight Time. This is liveweatherblogs.com meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for Wednesday, November 3rd, 2010. We have this morning, we now have tropical depression Tomas. Tomas continued to weaken just when we thought yesterday morning with my update. It looked like Tomas was ready to strengthen yesterday. He decided to pretty much weaken the rest of the day and is now pretty much an ill-defined tropical depression. Movement is pretty much an uncertain west-northwest at 5. Winds are 35 miles an hour. Location, another uncertain center location, which I don't think is correct, and I'll show you this in a moment. 13.7 north, 75.8 west. Again, the official forecast track does have this system becoming a hurricane by probably in the next 48 hours, and we'll see if that actually does happen. The intensity forecast has just been a mess with this system so far. Still looking for a track again towards Haiti. Jamaica, you're under hurricane watch. You still have to watch this system. There is still an opportunity for this system to get close to you, but it's looking more and more likely that this system will miss you to the east. But still kind of watch this system carefully, since it's been a pretty much an uncertain motion right now. We don't really know exactly where the center could be or may redevelop, so you still have to watch for that. And then again, a hook more towards Haiti. That seems to be the area of interest here, which would be devastating for them. Even if the system does not come back to a hurricane, we could still see very devastating flooding for this area, because as the system gets close to Hispaniola here in Haiti, it's going to slow down. The official forecast track by the National Hurricane Center is really going with the GFS and the Euro models, where they slowly move it off to eventually to the northeast and then east. But there are some models, and I'll show you that in a moment, that do sit this right in the right near Haiti and keep it into near the Caribbean Sea here for through the weekend and through early next week. So it's not a slam dunk that this system's going to go out to sea quickly. There are some opportunity for this system to stall near Haiti, which would be devastating. All right, let's look at the visible satellite this morning, and let's try to play guess where the center is. Now, the National Hurricane Center has it somewhere in here. If you're looking at this right here, this looks like possibly the old mid-level circulation center, and this could be taking over as the main center right now. We'll have to really see if this is truthful or not. I really don't believe there's a center down in here where the National Hurricane Center says it is. It's just impossible to see, especially on the visible. This is definitely not the center over here. So folks, this isn't where Tomas is redeveloping. If you're looking at this convection this morning, nope, this isn't it. So I'm still believing this area could be taking over today. We're going to really have to see if this is true. Now, if this is the case, this track would then shift a little farther east and maybe go more like this along the cone and then this way. Still bad news for Hispaniola, but that would definitely take Jamaica well out of the picture. So we'll have to see what the trend is today, and like I said, this could be possibly where the new center, or like I said, this is the mid-level, but might try to get down to the surface, might be developing right in this area here. And again, looking at the water vapor loop, I mean, everything is good for this system to strengthen. We have upper high starting to build over this system. National Hurricane Center a little perplexed why this weekend, and again, I still believe, and I've said this before, and I didn't mention this yesterday because I don't know why I didn't. I should have. A lot of times these systems close to South America, they just hit the graveyard. They don't like to develop when they're this close. I still think it has a lot to do with low-level dry air moving in from South America. We've seen it before happen. There's definitely some kind of dry air involved in this system for it not to really take off, because upper level winds are not that bad right now, and they haven't been since yesterday. I mean, there is a little bit of southwest shear still, but honestly not as bad as it was a few days ago. And I really believe it has something to do with the proximity to South America. The National Hurricane Center did not mention that in their discussion this morning, but you still got to believe that's the case here with these systems. But as this moves a little farther away from South America, and there could be, again, that opportunity for this storm to slowly get itself together later today through tomorrow, and then possibly come back as a hurricane again. Again, intensity models have been way off with this system, so that's pretty uncertain right now. And here's that upper low and this trough digging down into the Gulf of Mexico. As this moves east, this will weaken through the weekend. So it's going to weaken and then lift off to the northeast. So it's not really going to strengthen and dig far where it's really could kick this system out quickly. And that, again, could leave this system behind, meandering here near Hispaniola through early next week. Wind shear, again, you can see it's only in that 10 to 15 knot range. I mean, it's not all that bad. We've seen systems strengthen with this kind of shear before. So, and again, as this trough moves this way and digs a little bit, this wind shear will continue to retreat. The higher wind shear will continue to retreat to the north. So this will be, in a good opportunity for development as far as wind shear goes. Again, steering currents, again, we've been saying this before. Here's the trough, here's the high. High's moving east, trough's moving east. It's kind of in that weak steering current right now in between both the trough and the high as the high departs to the east. And then this trough will eventually give it that kick, but it may not give it that kick all the way out to sea. Okay, model runs. Here's a bunch of the models all grouped together here from the Florida South Water Management District. And you can see they're all pretty much, again, everybody's been zoning in on near that Haiti move here, and it's been the way it's been for the last 3-4 days. Looks like that'll be eventually the move. Again, a lot of the GFS ensemble models, and that's a lot of all these squiggly lines in here, do keep it really near Hispaniola through early next week. So again, there's still that opportunity here. All right, first off, we're going to go through the models that stall Tomas near Hispaniola. That includes the GFS. You can see GFS is still cranking this system up, and then again it stalls near Haiti. And the GFS has still been really excited over this system becoming close to a major hurricane again. I don't know, you can't, it's anybody's guess how strong this system will get in the next few days. Could it come back? Will it not? That's really hard to say right now, but there's the GFDL. No gaps model still stalling Tomas, and actually hooks it back into the Caribbean Sea to the north as high pressure builds. This trough will depart and then high pressure will build back in. So that's another possibility there. And then we have the UK Met model. Again, we're missing some frames here, so if you just want to look towards the end here through early next week, through the weekend, and you can see right here it stalls and actually starts bringing it back south again. So those are the models that stall. Now the models that lifted up. Here's the GFS model. And again, this is where the National Hurricane Center is kind of going with right now. A slow move off to the east and stalling it, you know, kind of moving it, meandering, and then eventually weakening. GFS finally loses the system. So again, that's a possibility there. The Euro model, again, the Euro model pretty much has been shoving the system off to the east pretty quickly. And you can see it, and there it goes. And out to sea. So Euro model hasn't stalled this system at all. And then we got the Canadian model. Again, this is still the model that brings it closest to Jamaica. Much weaker today too with the Canadian model, but brings it closer to Jamaica, and then eventually out to sea it goes. So you kind of see we're still in split camps here on whether this system will stall or not. And GFS is kind of taking, the National Hurricane Center is kind of taking that GFS Euro solution more with its forecast track. But again, it could stall near Haiti, Hispaniola, Dominican Republic, that entire area through the weekend into early next week. So there's still that possibility out. And again, as far as intensity goes, it's all up in the air now. I didn't even show you the intensity models today because they really have been useless. If you saw about 3-4 days ago, the intensity models were all over the place, if you remember, as it was entering the Caribbean Sea. And that's where a lot of the uncertainty lied then, and it's still there now. So really anybody's guess on intensity right now. We'll just have to watch the hour by hour and see what it does today and see if it can make a comeback today. And that could give us an idea of what would happen as the system tries to get near Haiti and Hispaniola in a couple days. But again, those areas still have to be on alert, of course. And if anything, the system could be a pretty devastating rainfall event for them with mudslides and all that bad stuff that would happen with a lot of rainfall. Well, that's it for my update today. I will have another update for you guys tomorrow morning. Stay tuned to liveweatherblogs.com for your latest weather information. Have a good day.